Hello, we shall be discussing on plant breeding for disease resistance. Crop plants that is grown in the tropical climates are attacked by various types of pathogens ranging from fungal, bacterial to virals. Therefore, in order to overcome all these diseases and to develop resistance to these diseases, there are various breeding techniques. The first one we shall study is the mutation breeding. Mutation is the process by which sudden genetic variation occur. That means the sudden changes in the genetic makeup of an individual is called as mutation. This mutation may occur naturally or may induce artificially by using chemicals or radiations like gamma radiations. So the mutations that are induced artificially are called as induced mutation, and the use of these induced mutations in plant breeding is referred to as mutation breedings. While relatives of many cultivated species of plants have certain resistance but have very low yield. Wild relative here refers to the wild grown crops having close similarity with the domestically grown crops. So these wild relatives have many types of disease resistance, but most of the time they have low yield. Therefore, this disease resistance can be incorporated with some of other plants that have high yield, and the hybrid of the mixing of these two characters, that is disease resistant and high yield, may result in the hybrids that may have both the character, that is disease resistance at the same time high yield. So these resistance genes are introduced into the high yielding cultivated crops, and various type of different kind of varieties are developed. Let's first take an example of some varieties. That is, one is Parbani Kranti. Parbani Kranti is a new variety of bindi that is obtained by transferring the genes that is resistant to virus causing yellow mosaic disease in bindi. Now, here the genetic resistance to yellow mosaic virus is being transferred from the wild variety to the variety that is having high yield. So one gene is transferring to one gene is transferring from wild relative to the other plant that is having high yield. So these have resulted in production of a new variety called as the Parbani Kranti, and this Parbani Kranti is a variety having the genes of the wild relative of the crop plants. The second is the semi-dwarf variety of rice. Is also resistant to low gene. So this resistance is being developed from the mutant genes through X-ray treatment. So these are some of the examples of the resistance that are developed through mutation breedings. Now there are certain limitations of mutation breeding. The first one is most of the induced mutations are undesirable, and some of them are lethal, that is may prove fatal even to the crop plants. Second is that the rate of mutation is very low, and large number of plants are employed to select certain desirable mutants. Also, most of the induced mutations are recessive in nature. Therefore, they can express only when recessive characters are in homozygous conditions. So these are some of the limitations of the mutation breeding. The second, let's discuss on the plant breeding for developing resistance to insect pest. Insect and pest is another major cause of large-scale destruction of crop plant and its product. Therefore, there are various type of characters developed by plant in order to resist this insect pest attack. One is, in case of cotton and wheat, hairy leaves are found in the plants, and these hairy leaves in these plants are associated with resistance to insect pest. In case of cotton, the hairy leaf provide resistance to insect, that is gesite, and in case of wheat, the hairy leaf provide resistance to cereal leaf beetle. The second example is, in case of wheat, the solid stem also lead to non-preference of the attack by the insects such as stem sawfly. The third example is the smooth leaf and the nectarless cotton varieties do not attract bollworm at all. So these are some of the characters that are being developed by the plants to overcome the attack of insect pest. Now we shall discuss on plant breeding for improved food quality. In spite of substantial increase in the food production, still greater number of population are not getting quality food. About 3 billions of people in the world suffers from micronutrients, proteins, vitamins and other deficiencies. So this result in various kind of deficiency disease, and the deficiency of nutrients in diet is referred to as hidden hunger. So the diet that is lacking essential micronutrients, particularly iron, vitamin A, iodines, result in the increase in the risk of diseases, and it also reduce the lifespan and the mental ability of the to the person that is suffering from this deficiency disease. So in order to overcome all these problems, these days plant breeding are focused mostly on producing crop that may produce food with higher levels of vitamins, minerals, protein and healthier fats. So this breeding of crops with higher levels of proteins, minerals or higher protein and healthier fats is referred to as biofortifications. So the main objective of these biofortifications involve improving protein content in its quality, improving oil content, and also improving vitamin content in its quality, and improving the micronutrients and mineral contents in the crop plant. Some of the hybrid crops that has been developed for biofortification are, one is Atlas 66. Atlas 66 is a wheat variety, and this Atlas 66 has high protein content and is used as a donor plant for improving cultivated wheat. The second example is an iron fortified rice variety containing over 5 times more iron as compared to the conventionally developed crops. So these are some of the examples of the biofortification that is improved food quality.